Hey, yo. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hold on. There we go. What's poppin'? Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? Yeah, hopefully you guys made money yesterday. We'll recap my day yesterday. I let the channel members know as soon as I walked away at the beginning of the day because I got super irritated. But hey, that's part of trading. That's part of my risk management. If I realize that there are emotions present, I get up and walk away. So let me get this all set up and then we will review. Boom, boom. No, it's just a new wire for the mic. Anyways, so yeah, yesterday what I told you guys to watch, QQQ had a 1 hour bear flag looking for further downside. We'll be playing Uncle's levels, but looking for a break below 316.83 for puts. Price target 311.88, 309.8. I did end up taking a QQQ trade, and we'll talk about the one that I did end up taking. It was right, where was it? Right here. So we'll come back to that. But I also said Facebook very overextended to the downside. We'll be looking for intraday setups to the upside. But if we break below 172.4, I will be looking for puts. Price target 167.25. So as we can see, Facebook had that nice little move. What was the breakdown level? 167.25. Never broke below the level. So nice little pump up in the morning. And then the one that gave me the most FOMO yesterday, I entered this trade, Netflix, and I paper handed the crap out of it. The market was pumping and I felt uncomfortable holding it. One, because this isn't a typical strategy that I use. If we're talking about my A+ setups, the trades that I always go for, it's right here on QQQ. And again, we're going to come back to that. So not only was I uncomfortable because this isn't my kind of trading, but the market was pumping. That made me even more uncomfortable getting in this trade. So I told everybody yesterday, Netflix, a few scenarios could play out. One, break below 193 for puts, price target 191, 180.22, or rejection of 200 for puts, and then break above 200 for calls. So as we can see, Netflix literally smacked that 200 and completely died. I sold these things for like $30, $35 profit and then sold the rest at break even. So that caused major FOMO, and you guys know me, I'm always very honest about my trading. Very upset with how I executed that trade because those contracts went up well over $200 a pop. So yeah, I got a little irritated, walked away for the day, went to the store, came back, and as I came back and sat down, I literally noticed that QQQ had this trend line right here, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, projected it forward. It was rejecting 4 and 5. It was also squeezing, holding above the moving averages. I threw it in the chat real quick, the Team Bull Discord, saying QQQ squeezing, ready to break out. Literally hopped into these calls and that thing absolutely ripped. I made a little over $500 on this trade. So that's trading for you. Super irritated at the beginning of the day. Super happy when I came back from the store. But yeah, so good morning. Sorry for my little rant. If you guys could, we got 100 people up in here and only 30 likes, so make sure you guys are running up that like button. We need 150 likes if you guys do want the watch list. But yeah, I got smoked on some Facebook puts for earnings. That's a-okay because it's in the lotto account. We're gonna see how our VIX plays out. Our VXX, it has a trend line right here, 1 2 3 4 5 hits. So I'm still gonna hold that. Apple and Amazon report today, so I'm gonna hold that overnight. And yeah, let's get into it. So Facebook, I do want to watch just because we had that 1 hour bull flag. Look for a possible continuation today. Good morning, Mike. 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. I mean, do you guys like that I'm open and honest about my trading? I could be like some of the Furus and say, yeah, I made $800 on Netflix. Nah. I try my best to be as honest as possible with you guys. But yeah, we're gonna watch Facebook. What's AMD up to? Come on. There we go. Looks like that 30-minute squeeze fired up overnight. I do not really like this setup. Good morning. I mean, maybe if AMD came up here, maybe if the market pumped above 88. So we'll see that. AMD. Of course, Mike. Baba. For some reason, China names are strong, but our PDD are basically at break even because we're doing that calendar spread. So I'm not worried about PDD. Honestly, I'll just continue to sell the weeklies, make our contracts as cheap as possible. Maybe they go back to break even, but we did the calendar spread, so we'll actually make money. Maybe Baba, if it cracks above pre-market highs. Of course, of course. Let's see. We could also look for a Facebook 200 bounce. That'd be interesting. GME broke below the level, don't care about it. HPQ, JKS, did they report? Yes, they did. Okay, maybe with JKS we can finally get that entry I've been looking for. Let's see, 17. So with JKS, oh, I'd hit it to a T this week. Man, did I miss that? I've been waiting on that thing for like 2 weeks. Wow, okay. JKS, if it can come back to 49.2, I'm going to look to enter those swings. So keep an alert there. Boom. Microsoft. Let's see. I like that 1 hour squeeze on Microsoft. Hello. Pre-market highs, that could be a nasty one. I also missed the Microsoft trade yesterday. That also added to my irritation. I missed that orb. Those contracts flew. So I was a little salty about that as well. Good morning. Yeah, that Microsoft looks really good. Microsoft, love. Good morning, everybody. Hold on, I gotta sneeze real quick. I think we're good. Whoops. Let's see. Not interested in Netflix. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that like button. We got 110 people in here, 63 likes. Need y'all to run it up if you want to watch us for the day. Let's see, Nvidia, nice 1 hour squeeze. Maybe if that cracks above the pre-market high, I'd be interested. As far as downside, we're gonna have to come back and look at that one on the weekly time frame. Nvidia, thank you. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, you are missing out. Lots of 1 hour squeezes today, I'll tell you that. Which way are they gonna fire though? Remember earlier in the week we had all those 30-minute squeezes that I thought were gonna fire up, but then they all fired down. Anyways, Apple's up $3. Let's see what those Apple contracts are sitting at. Only 270, that's not bad. Where's that level? To see what happens with Apple in the pre-market. And let me make sure we don't have any economic news either. Economic calendar. Today Thursday? Dang, it's already Thursday. Jobless claims and GDP. 8:30. Cool. I like it. Hopefully our levels don't break. This seems to be a recurring event on Thursdays. Jobless claims always make our levels break. AMD. We already looked at AMD. Boeing. Destroyed, pretty overextended. 157.18. Or 154. I think I might leave Boeing off the list. Some oil names had nice momentum yesterday. Chevron reports tomorrow. We already looked at Facebook, we looked at Microsoft, looked at Nvidia, we looked at SQ, Tesla. This little bear flag. Let's see what happens with Tesla today. Grizzlies, Walmart, right back to that daily 21 EMA. Exxon had a beautiful move yesterday. Let's see, is it above the moving averages again? It tried. I'd be interested to see what happens above 85.81. Good morning. Exxon. And then our babies, QQQ. We're going to be playing Uncle's levels today. We did Doji at the bottom of a downtrend. That typically is a reversal pattern. So just keep that in mind. Maybe QQQ above pre-market highs. The Facebook puts are going to be completely worthless. $0. $860 down the drain. Oh well. The point is, I had fun. The money that I'm playing earnings with, it's basically FU money, because I basically funded the entire account from this one docu earnings trade from right here. We did puts, docu gap down from 229 all the way down to 150. So I basically funded a $5,000 account from this one trade. So my idea was, with this earnings account, I'm probably going to lose it all. Had some good ones, had some bad ones. I'm back down to $3,100 once Facebook opens up. Let's see. Facebook, AMD, Baba, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Exxon. That's what I like. Look at a couple more. J&J, UPST, CRWD. Question is, does this have liquidity? Nope. Somebody said Moderna was squeezing. We can look at Moderna and PFE. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Got 150 people in here and only 86 likes. Remember, you got to run it up to 150 likes if you guys do want the watch list. Let's see. Moderna, not too interested. PFE. Whoops. Hold on, we'll look at the job numbers here in a minute. Not too interested in PFE. So, we got the list. Jobless claims, negative 5,000 to 180,000. Continuing claims, negative 1,000 to 1.40 mil. US GDP, negative 1.4%. Uh-oh. Remember, two negative GDPs in a row is considered a recession. So there's one. There is one. Let's see what happens with the futures. Odds are everything we were looking for calls. is probably going to get clobbered. So let's give everything a minute to digest and see what we can find. Yep. Yes, I leave extended hours. That's what we got going on right here. Give the futures a few minutes and we shall see. But yeah, while we're sitting here watching ES and NASDAQ figure out what they're gonna do, you guys got any questions? Fed rate cut on deck. Man, the GDP quarter over quarter, the estimate was 1%. The previous was 6.9%. We came in negative 1.4%. Sheesh. Yeah, there we go. Jobless claims 180,000 versus 184,000. Continuing claims 1.40 mil versus 100 or 1.41 mil. Yes, I leave extended hours on regardless. Yeah, I literally just put stack EMAs, 1 hour, 4 hour daily, use a 5, 8, 21, 34, 55, 89 EMA. Usually if they're stacked up, I'm looking for calls. If they're stacked down, I'm usually looking for puts. It's been a weird market, so we've had to kind of switch up the strategy a little bit. But typically when the EMAs are stacked one way, that's letting you know the ideal way to watch. Not saying you can't go the opposite way, because QQQ was stacked down and I did calls yesterday. But yeah, it's letting you know the ideal way. So that's typically how I find direction. We can look at Twitter while we give the futures a few minutes. Nasty 1 hour squeeze, I'll tell you that. Oh, they reported today? I didn't even know Twitter reported. All right, let's see. Beautiful 1 hour squeeze, crack below or crack above 49.30. I'll look for calls. What's the pre-market low? Puts below 48.43. Actually like that setup. Tweeter. Add that to the list. TWTR. Bingo. It was an intraday setup on QQQ. Again, it doesn't mean that we have to only look for puts. We can look for intraday setups. So QQQ on the 5 minute time frame. Trend line right here, holding above the moving averages, squeezing. If it broke above, it was going to rip. That's exactly why I took the trade. But yeah, let's see. Future's still trying to pull. I mean, Facebook, I might try to snag some off 193 if we can get there. Possible bounce. All right, let's narrow down these stocks today. Facebook, like I said, would be interested around 193. Possible bounce. We'll see what we can get there. Facebook, like. Or it just breaks above that bear, or not bear flag, bull flag. AMD. I'm not too interested in it. Take that off the list. Baba. How many likes we got? Hold on. 115. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that like button. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys do that as well. I go live every single morning, 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, and give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. But yeah, make sure you guys do that. Let's see, Baba. Not too interested to the downside, just gonna set an alert. I really love that Microsoft, so I'm hoping that doesn't invalidate. Like, that's a high probability setup if it can crack. Beautiful 1 hour squeeze. 296.26. This one's going on the list. If we can crack above that pre-market high, I'm ripping calls. So we're waiting for the break at 288.25. There's a little gap that it has to fill. We have the 50 SMA at 292.97. 55 EMA 294.89. Then we get the gap fill to 296. What is this, the weekly? I mean, I love the way that this looks. Got like a little resistance zone right up here. Yeah, if we can get that squeeze to fire, I am very, very interested in Microsoft. So we're gonna put that on the list. Microsoft, very interested in this setup. What's yesterday's low? See, I wouldn't be interested in puts unless maybe below 282.55. But ideally, I want the calls in this scenario. Very interested in the setup. Looking for a break above 288.25 for calls. Price target equal 289.50. 291. 292.67. What is that? 293. 294.89. Break below 282.55 for puts. Cool. There's Microsoft. Again, I love that setup. Hopefully it just works in our favor today. Microsoft. Cool. Let's see, Microsoft. No, remember I said the VIX, it was pretty much a lotto. It's for earnings. It could go to zero today. Or it could go to zero tomorrow. That's why I said position light. Nvidia. I'm holding it for Apple and Amazon earnings. I like that Nvidia squeeze. Would like to see it come back up above 191.21. Downside, we'll have to look for a downside entry. I think I'm just gonna set an alert for Apple. Love to hear it, Evan. Love it, love it. Tesla. I know I like pound my keyboard. I apologize. This Tesla, honestly, maybe it cracks above 915. I'd be interested, but I think I'm gonna just avoid Tesla. Exxon, we'll see if it comes back up. Twitter, I do really like that Twitter setup. If it can crack that 49.28, or even, you know, smack some puts on it. Only issue is, could see some struggles at that 49.33 level. Downside, however, we do have room. I don't trade Amazon. Facebook. I think we're gonna put Facebook on the list. Maybe we get a bounce today, or maybe we crack that 1 hour flag. If that's the case, this thing's going. It did doji at the bottom of a downtrend. Again, that's usually a reversal indication. Except, how high are we? We're all the way up at 210, which is insane. No liquidity in CRWD. Okay, there's two levels that this could possibly bounce. Cool. All right, Facebook. Looking for a possible bounce at 193. We'll look to snag some calls there, or if it breaks above the 1 hour bull flag, I will look to go long with a price target of 207.30. Buenos Dias, 210.14, 213.25. There's Facebook. Nvidia. Again, I'm interested in this. I had to time the entry above yesterday's high. I trade live in Team Bull, only in Team Bull. Gotta join the Discord if you want that. Speaking of which, you want to join the Discord? Here's a link. Make sure to use discount code BULL50, BULL50. Get you 2 free trial days plus 50% off your first month. Seeing what some of the other admins are looking at. Good morning. That one of them are watching PFE. Honestly, if you want to watch PFE, you can watch it about 50.08. Contracts are just dirt cheap. Let's see. Where'd my watch list go? Whoops. I'm sending the watch list to my GFX dude for my thumbnails. Whoops. No, didn't they already report? Fine, you guys want your disclaimer? All right. Full disclaimer to everybody, none of this is financial advice. I am not a certified financial advisor. Everything talked about on this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. As always, make sure to do your own due diligence and use proper risk management before entering any of the trades discussed on this live stream. I am not responsible for any lost funds. Boom. One breath, baby. Let's see. I just did the disclaimer. There. Boom. I am pretty interested in this Twitter. I'm gonna see a little closer to market open what we can get. But Twitter and Nvidia, probably my favorite setups. Let's see. Yeah, maybe if Nvidia cracks yesterday's high, 191.67, I'll be interested. I'm not responsible for wins either. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait a little closer to market open to put out the last two that I'm gonna watch, or see what Grizzly's watching as well. Probably gonna prioritize SPY and QQQ. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. So I got two stocks for you guys to watch today. We already got Microsoft. Microsoft's on the list. Remember, it's my favorite setup for the day. Microsoft. Boom. Facebook. Boom. We ain't even hit 150 likes. I'm dropping the watch list when we're 5 likes short. What's up with that? Make sure you guys are liking it. But yeah, I'll take 5 minutes to answer any questions you all got. Chris, my man, congrats. I love to see you winning, especially somebody that lives like 10 minutes from me. Love to see the success, brother. But yeah, what questions we got? Run them up on a Thursday. I guess while we're sitting here doing nothing as well, me, Grizzly, GD are hosting a mentorship. If anybody wants to hop in, starts March 16th and seats are beginning to get limited. I think we got like less than 10 people that can still join once the, yes, Josh, there you go. Once those seats sell out, it's closed. Yes, we're on demon time today, baby. Yes, I announced my trades in Team Bull. And that Microsoft might invalidate. Let's hope not. Fingers crossed. I love that setup. That's one of my favorites. May mentorship. Yeah, there's a link. Did I say March? I meant May. SPY and QQQ, that's based off of Uncle's levels. So we'll see. We shall see. No, May 16th, my bad. But yeah, there's that sign up link. Make sure you guys use that if you guys want to hop in. Yeah, that Microsoft does look really good. It really depends if the market's got to hold up. If the market keeps continuing lower, then we're probably gonna have to look for intraday setups. This has been a recurring issue in the market. Everything looks good in the pre-market, and then everything invalidates because the market goes the opposite direction. Mentorship is taught at 7 o'clock at night, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. If you're not able to make it, everything's recorded. So, but yeah, here's all my socials. If you guys want to do a one-on-one, the link is in there. You want to join the Discord, the link's in there. Instagram, Twitter's in there. My charting platform that I use is in there. Whatever you need that involves me, it's in that link. We'll put it like that. Yeah, market's getting drilled. Microsoft's probably gonna invalidate, which is annoying. And yeah, Let's run it up today. Remember, A+ setups only. If the market doesn't give you any setups, you don't take any trades. I took no trades on Tuesday because I didn't like anything. I'll be completely content today if I can't get any trades either. Remember, it's better to sit on cash than to just be taking random trades because you want to make money. Do I know what a TTM slingshot squeeze is? Of course I do. I use the squeeze. Why wouldn't I? I talk about it in my book, my new book. Cough, cough, coming soon. Speaking of which, let's see if they're done editing it. They're taking forever. Man, they're still not done. Whatever. Anyways, so that is going to be all for the day. If you're in the Discord, you'll get the last 2 stocks that I'm watching here in a little bit. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. I'll be live tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. Eastern time. Other than that, everybody enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk